And now please welcome to the cage in the blue corner from Serbia, Vojo Katanović!
Let's get ready for Rumble!
Well, coming out for the Fight of Nations final, Vojo Katanović, welterweight division. This young fighter from Serbia needs a win tonight, and he also needs a win from his coach, Vaso Bakočević, for Serbia team to take the final. Got a lot of pro boxing experience. However, only one win from 9. 22-year-old has had a bit of success in MMA, although 2 of the 3 wins have come against opponents with heavily losing records. The third was against someone who was making his debut. So the numbers don't stack up perfectly for Katanović. This will be his 17th pro bout across the arts since August 2022. As I said, his boxing is his strongest point, but he has a submission win on his record too, so he's able to stop if he needs to. Defensively, he's shown some grappling deficiencies.
And now please welcome to the red corner from Croatia, Marko Ančić!
Pro debut for Marko Ančić, 21 years of age, 0-0 in MMA, and of course the FNC. Croatian trains out of American top team Zagreb under esteemed coach Dražan Borjak, so he's got the very best supporting his claim to the final tonight. His submission game was his standout as an amateur, where he showed some nice arm triangle and north-south chokes, as well as some good arm locks. The win counter reverts back to 0, and he'll be keen to prove himself as a pro here tonight. A BJJ World Bronze medalist at under 18, Croatian grappling champion. He won FNC Amateur League strong Serbian Viadogradski Pjobnik tournament and VFN Vikings in Slovenia. All of the amateur tournaments in the Balkans. This is an interesting matchup, Chris.
Yeah, big time. This guy's good. Aggressive striking, very tricky submission game. Only began MMA in 2023, so super active. And it is kind of that impressive run, the young up-and-comer versus someone who showed a lot of composure and was given an opportunity in Katanović, even if he didn't necessarily earn it.
And so this MMA rules bout is the Fight of Nations reality show final and takes place in the minus 66 kilogram featherweight division. This bout will be contested over 3 5-minute rounds. Your referee in charge, Mr. Franco Kleeman. Introducing to you firstly, in the blue corner, a mere 22 years of age, he stands at 177 centimeters tall. His professional record thus far, 7 fights with 3 wins and 4 defeats. He's representing Memento Mori-Novi from Serbia. Please welcome Vojo Katanović! And opposing him on the other side of the cage, fighting out of the red corner, aged just 21, he also stands at 177 centimeters tall. Tonight, he makes his professional debut in the FNC cage. He's representing American top team Zagreb from Croatia. It's Marko Ančić! Both fighters to the center, please, for your final instructions.
Guys, you know the rules. Listen to my comments all the time. Protect yourself all the time. Touch gloves, step back.
Those are the numbers. Experience is the only real difference between the two of them. Numbers match up pretty well. 21, 22 years of age, both young journeymen coming to this. Fighting Southport. Katanović. That boxing pedigree, he's going to need it. Ančić. Some unusual kicks and strikes. He's better on his feet than on the ground. Got those unusual combinations that he likes to put together. It's a tentative start for these two at welter. And some good lateral movements, Katanović. So far, nothing meaningful been introduced to this. Good deep stance, Katanović. Switch hitting and generally making a nuisance of himself. Katanović, entertaining, and as I said, has those kicks and combinations. But now we're seeing some solid work. Ančić trying to nail his man down, works his way in, goes for the double leg, has his man on the wire, and this is where the fun begins.
I kind of had a feeling this is going to be a striker versus grappler fight. Both guys can do it in all positions, but Ančić is going to have a marked advantage on the canvas if he can get Katanović down. Katanović has got reach, he's got some good hands, nice southpaw game, some good high kicks, and nearly double the experience in the fight game.
Wow, Ogoshi grabs his man up and over on the hip, takes him down, used power, not a lot of technique there, but it did the job. Now in this position, what can he do? He's being held in half. Can Ančić free up the hands and get working on the ground and pound? Katanović covering up. So, as I say, Katanović needs the win here in order for Team Serbia, who are trailing 10-4 in the Fight of Nations reality show final. It's a lot of ground to catch up, isn't it, Chris?
Yeah, big time. They need a stoppage here, ideally. Just look at the grappling transitions, though. We saw a potential spinning arm lock attack, a back take. Good turtle defense here from Katanović, but he might be in trouble from a head and arm choke here, Will. That looks potentially really, really, really tight.
Can he get the crank on? Can he get the leverage? Quite clearly, Katanović worried by it, but the head and arm choke looking good. And that head is cranked and the referee stops it. That's it, it's all over. Oh my goodness, we didn't realize it was that deep. Ančić has done it. Well, that was a shocker. It didn't look as if it was that strong.
That was a technical submission finish. The referee stepped in. He was taking a very careful look at Katanović. He obviously thought that fight was done. Clean as you like it, though, the submission game of Ančić here tonight.
Strong, strong finish. Clinical towards the end. And Vojo Katanović just didn't have a defense against that. It really didn't look as deep from where we're sitting, but he had the crank. But you could see it was a matter of time. Marko Ančić had all the moves here, had the power, and that head and arm choke, well, you can see the devastating effect it had in a matter of seconds, Chris.
Yeah, very quick, very tight. And again, he was reading that because he knew once he forced the turtle that he would be able to get to this. And I love, again, we didn't see this from Ramos. He tried the same technique a couple of times, how he shifted his hips, but yet stayed more or less in quarter guard. Beautiful, beautiful technique there.
Your winner by way of arm triangle in the red corner, Marko Ančić! To show your appreciation for our runner-up, Vojo Katanović.
Well, that's where the skill sets come from. traditional background.
The winner of our Fight of Nations reality show final, Marko.
So he will
Ančić.
receive a check for 10,000 euros and a multi-fight contract with FNC. And, presentations being made now.
Kao pobjedniku čitavog reality showa dao jedan od vlasnika i čelnika promocije, gospodin Ančić Mujkić, a isto će učiniti gospodin Bob Berman i Dražen Forgać kao ukupnom timu Hrvatske, jer je Hrvatska kao tim pobjedila ukupno u natjecanju i za sada je nedostižna prednost.
Dražen Forgać making the presentation of the cup. There's the 10,000 euros, which is not to be sniffed at. That's a good prize money for the night, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. It's great to see this talent coming through. It's nice to see the brown belt promotion there too from the coach. So a lot of things I think in the future for this young fighter.
So we're going to have a word with Marko, get his views.
Marko, čestitke od srca, ali dame i gospodo, pozdravite i našeg drugog finalista Voju Katanovića koji je predstavljao tim Srbija odlično do samog kraja. A Marko, tebi još jednom čestitke. Evo, od početka si za mnoge bio čak i priličan favorit u čitavom šovu. Kako je tvoje sad iskustvo i kako si vidio ovo finale?
Pa evo ovako, bilo je očekivano da ću pobijediti. Ja sam znao, vjerovao sam u sebe da je to bio i bilo ko. Spreman sam, treniram svaki dan, konstantno živim ovaj sport. Treniram od 6. godine, nisam izašao iz dvorane, tako da znao sam da je ovo moj show i došao sam tu pobijediti, to sam i napravio.
Marko, poznat si kao jedan od boraca sa velikim amaterskim iskustvom, ali ovo je ipak nešto drugo. Ovo je profesionalna scena. Koliko te to gušilo, smetalo ili koliko te motiviralo?
Znaš kako je, stao sam pun kurac puta, oči u oči s ljudima, znači od svoje 6. godine u više različitih sportova, tako da mi to ništa nije novo. Jedino što je novo je ovolika publika i ovolika podrška.
Fight of Nations definitivno je odradio svoj posao i ispunio svoju svrhu. Ti si dobio profesionalni ugovor sad sa FNC-om. Što očekuješ onda od njih kada bi se trebao ponovno boriti?
Pa eto, ako veliki gazda dopusti Arena Zagreb, ali mislim da je već stekt i popunjeno, ali ako se nađe koje mjesto, ja sam tu. Ako ne, nadam se da će bi još koji event do kraja godine i da ću dobiti priliku.
Marko, hvala ti. Želiš još nešto reći? Evo, izvoli.
Ima još par bitnih stvari samo za reći. Prvo što želim zahvaliti svojoj obitelji koja je danas došla iz Splita tu, svojim prijateljima, kumu i svima. Hvala vam ekipa. Isto tako želim se zahvaliti svojim sponzorima. To je Karlo Gale, Excelsior, to je Stari Kotač i Alan Lipnik i naravno moj kum koji je omogućio onoga RS-a kojeg ste gledali, autoservis Marko Ančić. I evo za kraj, htio bi čestitat rođendan jednoj osobi koja je danas trebala dijeliti ovaj kave s menom, ali zbog srčanih problema nije bila u mogućnosti i pozivam ga ovim putem da mi se pridruži u kavezu. Boris, dolazi vamo!
Ne znam da ćemo imati vremena za to, samo ako Boris dođe jako brzo, evo ga. Dame i gospodo, krasna gesta od Marka Ančića. Još jednom pljesak za obojicu, naravno pljesak za tim Hrvatske i tim Srbije i za čitav show. Nadamo se da će se nastaviti i do godine.
Evo, neću vas više pilat, ali molim vas, ispunite mi jednu stvar. Kad ja kažem samo skupo, vi kažete tu smo mi. Može? Samo skupo!
Dame i gospodo, Marko Ančić!
So that's the leaderboard and the scores so far for the FNC Fight of Nations finals. Still to come, Pejic versus Rakočević, the two trainers, Team Serbia and Team Croatia. Stay tuned here at FNC 19. More full fight action coming your way.
Taking a look at the numbers here, it was an intriguing contest while it lasted. The key thing though, one takedown and ultimately a submission there for Ančić.